Welcome to Rivets Stadium. Andrew Belleson alongside Rivets catcher AJ Malzone and manager Chase Brewster. Chase, real quick, we'll get to the dirty fast and get this out of the way. Not a game yesterday that with the weather and what happened on the field, obviously not something that you were very happy about, but definitely something you wanted to address.
Yeah, I don't know about not happy. I just thought it was, almost embarrassing. And we got a great community in Rockford and a great fan base. And, obviously when you have stuff like weather and tarp pull and cleanup and a lot of excuses we can make, but just very uncharacteristic of what we want to build here at Rockford. And obviously, the bar was set very high last year with them winning the first half, and we obviously want to win it again. And still one game out of first place, I believe. But just a situation. We had a good fan base for, all things considered with the rain and the weather, and just very uncharacteristic of us. So we apologize for that, and can't wait to get back to our home crew to kind of make up for that. And I thought we did some things well, but whenever you don't pitch it very well from the very beginning, it makes it hard, and it just made for a long night. So we apologize about that, but we can't wait to get back in front of them to make up for it.
A lot of flux in the rosters here early in the Northwoods League season. No exception with you guys here in 2025. We're going to see one of those new faces, Casey Ranieri, on the mound here tomorrow. What do you know about him familiarity-wise, and what can we expect from the right-hander?
Absolutely. He's awesome, great kid, physical, kind of how you want him to look, so to speak. But was at University of Hawaii last year, was up to 95 in the tournament for him. Big, strong, physical, in the portal, kind of checks a lot of boxes. So, the great thing about the Northwoods, obviously it's a great league, but with the portal, so many colleges are out now. We had like 4 or 5 colleges out last night and had some kids get some offers. So he's another one. Every time he pitches, guys will be tuned in and got some guys coming to watch him. So we're excited to see him make his first start, and pitch count should be fine and stuff's fine, and hopefully it'll be a good day for him and the Rivets.
Coach, talk about players advancing their careers, and we've got one of your catchers here, designated hitter AJ Malzone. I know you probably talked to the guys already, AJ, but I don't want to break your news, but you got some cool news for us.
Yeah, so I ended up committing to the University of Florida. I'll be down in Gainesville, and I'm going to be a Gator, baby.
Well, first of all, congratulations on behalf of all Rivets fans. We're pumped for you. Coach, when you see one of your guys being able to land in a school where he wanted to play, sum it up for us. What's that like for you being a leader of this club?
I think this was awesome, because, me and AJ hit it off really well. We have a really good relationship, and I can't really speak for him, but love him. He checks a lot of boxes for kind of guys you want to coach, both on and off the field, and he kind of asked for some mentorship the last 7-10 days, what to do, a lot of options. He's very confident. He lacks zero feel for anything other than he's really good, and he's going to go somewhere and be a starter, and he's going to be the best catcher in the SEC, and he knows that, and he knows what kind of player he is. So had a lot of options, had a lot of guys trying to deadline him. I think for, the portal has a lot of good to it, and what people forget is they're still 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and it's hard to make decisions, and a lot of guys saying, I need to know in 24 hours, I need this, I need that, and he since the day I met him, he wanted to play at Florida, and they had been recruiting him, I think, for the past 2 months, and I think maybe had even went to Washington playing junior college. They got rained out, ironically enough. So they were just waiting to see it in person, and I was really proud of our team. We weren't going to be able to hit on the field yesterday. They weren't the only school there to see him, and so our guys were all for it, just letting AJ hit and then getting the tarp on. Unfortunately, it started raining, but we kind of banded together. We found, went to D-bat to hit just to make sure everybody could not only see him but see all our guys, and everybody was proud of him. Nobody was jealous, nobody was bitter, nobody was, hey, what about me? And he got the school he wanted, and I was really proud of AJ because he committed within about 30 seconds. And when you know what you want, it don't take long to get it done a lot of times.
Northwoods League obviously prides itself on helping players of your caliber get to where they want to be. Take us through the process, AJ. Was it fun? Was it nerve-wracking? A little bit of everything?
Yeah, it was definitely overwhelming. I think a lot of you guys know that are watching in my position definitely have an understanding of what it's like to be able to make your decision, and if you're making the right decision or if you're making the wrong decision. But I just prayed God, and I trusted the process and everything, and I think that helped me a lot. And I knew it was right when I got that offer last night. So like Coach said, I just decided to commit within 30 seconds, maybe even less. But I'm super excited to get to work, and kind of like Coach said as well. That's been my dream school since as long as I can remember. So it's definitely going to be exciting to get down there and play baseball.
You said you wanted to be a member of the Florida team since you were just a little guy. What drew you to Gator Nation?
Honestly, I remember when I was young, playing baseball, and my dad would always take me everywhere. But we just hated the cold weather, honestly. And I think that Florida has been a good team for many years, and that kind of drew my attention. I love the colors and everything as a young kid, and I think that team has been really good for several years. And I wouldn't want to be playing with the best. Actually, I would. Actually, I'm sorry. But other than that, like, I'm really excited to get down there and play baseball.
Now, speaking of your dad, we had the chance to meet your dad last night. He stopped up in the press box to say hello. Said he was going to bring in some good treats from a good Italian bakery in Chicago for us. So if you're going with Dad to the Italian bakery, what are you picking out in the cooler? What's your favorite go-to?
Probably some cannolis, honestly. I love cannolis. So that's probably my number one.
You know what? That was our decision last night in the press box, so cannolis for everybody. Yeah. Coach, AJ, thank you so much. Have a safe trip. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.